Hi, this is Kevin Martini with the Kevin Martini Group right here in my office here in Raleigh, North Carolina. And thank you for taking the time to watch this very brief video. It could save you perhaps $15,000 or all the way up to $115,000. I'll be really, really brief. Many of you all know that mortgage rates are at historically low levels and call volume to my office is very, very high. Thank you so much for your business. Many of you that know me also know I'm a nut to try to figure out the origin of where words come from and why things happen and things of that nature, as from previous videos. So a client called me up actually yesterday and said, hey Kevin, I'm thinking about refinancing, but I'm not going to get a 2% gain. You see, so the myth I'm going to try to share with you today is about 2%. It was, and where it actually came from. You see, long time ago, well, 20, 25 years ago, when the mortgage industry was in its beginning stages, the formula was very rigid. Lenders charged a hard 2% in order for you to get a refinance transaction done. And then on top of that, you peppered on closing costs was roughly about 2% of the loan amount as well. So it cost you about 4% of your loan amount to actually do a refinance transaction. So whenever you're doing a refinance transaction, you have to keep your eye on the ball on break even. And a general term is about 2 years is where one should break even from it. Now, some clients are different, it should be less. Some clients are different, it should be more. But on average, it's 2% break even. So if you wanted to break even in 2 years, that would mean you'd have to go ahead and have 2% movement in rate to actually break even. But you see, today, there's a little bit more flexibility in the mortgage industry, especially here at the Kevin Martini Group, because we have no-cost transactions. So what that means is your cost to actually refinance is zero, which means your break-even is instantaneously. So right now, that 2% is a myth, so if you watch that show Mythbusters, bust it. The reality is you can have break even instantaneously. Let's take a look at this. My average loan here in Wake County is right now about $200,000. So if interest rates your interest rate actually only moved 0.25% lower, that would save you $500 a year or $15,000 over the life of the loan. Now, I agree, that's not going to go ahead and get you that big screen TV over at the Best Buy. However, an extra $500 a year might actually pay for your car insurance, might actually pay for your home insurance if you think about it. Now, let's assume that we could go ahead and get you 0.5% on this average amount. That means it's $1,000 a year that you save, or $30,000 over the remaining life of the loan. So that's nothing to bark at. That's something that's pretty good. That's money in the bank that you can save every month, and it costs you zero to actually do. Now, every client is a little bit different. You all know that. But, and speaking of that, Steve was another client that called me yesterday and said, Kevin, I'm thinking about refinancing. However, I'm thinking about moving in the next 18 months. Well, the conversation I had with Steve went like this. Do you know that if interest rates actually went up 2%, that would cost you another $115,000 over the life of the loan? So there might be an opportunity, just like Steve, where we were actually able to go ahead and buy first, sell second. So the reality is, now's the time to upgrade, because at the end of the day, it's the value of money that's helping you out. Again, Wall Street Journal said it. Interest rates are at a 50-year low. Folks, nobody can call the bottom of the market. Let me just share that with you. So if we refinance today, rates might go a little bit lower. Let's assume that for a second. Let's assume that we go ahead and do your refinance transaction, and a month after we get it done, rates go down 1/8. No big deal. But let's assume they go down 1/4. Guys, we go back and do it again. You know why? The cost is zero. So the reality is it's a reversible decision, and it might be worth your time to give a call to the office. At the end of the day, I'm here to help. My team is able, willing, and ready to help you answer your questions. Give a call to the office at 919-858-0023, or if you have a specific thing that you want to email me, at kevin@kevinmartini.com. My name is Kevin Martini, and I'm your trusted mortgage partner. Thank you for the opportunity to serve, and I greatly appreciate you watching this video. If you do me a favor, forward to your friends and your family, it'd be greatly appreciated, because everybody can use a little bit of extra money in the bank account every month. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the web real soon.